In this video, I'm covering adding renewal notices to existing customers that have uh, already services in the system. So one is you can create an agreement at the service location level or at the agreement level. And for this, I'm going to use my existing contract termite renewal notice only. And when I set this up, we'll say this is active. My original date, we'll say this was done in June of 2017. It will renew though in 2020, and I want it to renew, we'll do 2020, 3 years later, and we'll have it renew again in June. So in June 2020, an invoice will go out for $150. Now, when I set that up, that will recur annually based on what I set my agreement to go out as. Now, if I want to set up an inspection with that, I can do so by clicking on recurring service. So I'll go ahead and do termite inspection. And I'm going to do no dollar and no invoice. So this inspection actually will be billed with the renewal fee. It's not going to add another fee on. And then the frequency for this will be yearly. And I'm going to get this done sometime in, let's see, 2020. So that's when my next renewal is done. And I'll set it up for sometime after my date. So we'll do July 1. There we go. So I'll save that. And I'm going to save that. So that will then set up renewal notices only for that customer. So the warranty is good for 3 years. Then after that, they pay a fee of $150 and then get an inspection as well. Now, if you'd like to do that with something that's already in the system, so I have this existing. Next service date is March of 2020, and I'm going to add an agreement to it. I'm going to tap OK. Really, what I want to do is set this agreement date to the original date. So we'll say again, this was in 2017. Do March. Looks good. And the renewal date, we'll say, is the 2020. So I really want to pick that 2020 date. So the fee here needs to be whatever the cost is for the renewal. I'm going to say oh, I don't want commercial weekly. I want existing. Here we go. It's active. 2017. We want to do 2020. That was right. 150. Now it should grab what I already have set, so I don't need to change anything. So the difference is one, I had to set that up, and the other is done, and I save. So those are two ways to add renewal notices with a fee to that work order. And actually, one thing I do want to do with this one is confirm that there's no invoice. There we go. Even though it was 0, I don't want it to generate an extra invoice. Perfect. All done.